Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Coffee and Contemplation brought to you by Spotlight Recovery. It is March 30th. I'm your host, Lucas, and today's reflection is on lightening up, something I definitely could work on, and it's a good perspective to kind of keep in mind as we're going through recovery and doing, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of intensity. A lot of it's really serious, but you got to remember to keep things light and have fun too. So I'm going to pop it up on the screen here, and let's get into it. So this is from the Hazelton My Sober Life app. So lighten up. Recovery is hard work, but a sense of humor can make everything a little easier. When things go wrong, remember to let go and laugh. So like a new slogan. Action. Sometimes things don't turn out the way you want them to. You can react with negative thoughts and feelings or let your sense of humor help you through. Think about the past week. Were there simple things that went wrong that were beyond your control? Maybe the bus was late, your car broke down, or you got really nervous performing a school or work presentation. Can you laugh about the situation? Will it matter a year from now? When you laugh and let go, you will lighten your load. And thought for the day. Laughter is the sun that drives winter from the human face, by Victor Hugo. Oh man, well, first of all, I'm all for let go and laugh as a new slogan. Let's start a petition or vote that in or something. That is great. Let go and laugh. I'm going to have to put that on a shirt. Add that to the old Spotlight Recovery merch store. Link in description. That's amazing. That's really good. So yeah, the title stood out for me with this, and just these topics and what the reflection's talking about is why I wanted to pick it. Just that concept of lightening up a little bit is a really good reminder for us in recovery, especially earlier on. Let's say you're new in treatment, or just got out of detox or something, or you're in your fourth step if you're doing the 12 steps, really deep in some trauma therapy, whatever it may look like. Recovery is just a lot of intense, heavy work. And remembering just to keep things in balance is really important too. Yes, we have to do all this hard, intense work, and no, you can't do it all the time because it's just not sustainable. And a lot of us, when we come into recovery or have this hard amount of work we want to do, or we have to do, we tend to want to push through it. We're let's just get this done. Let's get it over with. Pull up your bootstraps, whatever. Let's just go and push through it all. And recovery doesn't work like that. In a bunch of instances, life doesn't work like that, but especially does this level of intense recovery work. Learning about yourself, going through this therapy, digging up and looking at all these old things that used to fuel your addiction, things that you avoided, neglected, are shameful about, whatever it may be. You can't just rip through that stuff. It's the same with I've talked about, a fourth step inventory. You can't do that in a month or in a couple of months. Not in my experience, not in my opinion. I don't know it all, but that's just me. I just don't think you can rush through these things. Trauma work takes a lot of time. Trauma never goes away. So we can't just rush through and push really hard through some recovery work to then be recovered or heal and be better out on the other side of it. It's understanding that this is a daily maintenance. It's a daily routine, daily thing in form of work that we have to do. So with that and understanding that we've got to be in it for the long haul, it's going to be a longer process, then make time to lighten up while you're doing it, right? Just being able to unplug from all the hard work. Even just this opening line, recovery is hard work, but a sense of humor can make everything a little easier. I mean, why do you think comedies and stand-up comedy and all of that is so popular? Sometimes you just need to unplug and just laugh. And just good hard belly laughter, not only will a good hard laugh, literally for me, it just really just shakes and releases a bunch of the mess or build up in my head, just some of that noise. It just really helps kind of shake it out of there. I would love to quote some psychological study here, and it's at the tip of my tongue, but I don't have the info well enough to say it. So my loose version is going to be, there's got to be proof, bear with me, that just good hard belly laughter has some form of chemical release in your brain. I really wish Andrew Huberman was here right now. There's just got to be some link just to good, hard belly laughter and overall positivity and joy and release of negativity in your system. Like, you can just feel it. If you've had that, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So making time for that, making time to see friends, family, if they're a part of your life or lucky enough to have, or whatever it may be. I know family's a really hard one for us, but just, other good, positive people in your life, either in recovery or not, and just making that time. Really important. And I like in the action piece in the second, like this main bulk of this reflection, along with lighten up, as talks about this other aspect of it, is just for us to be able to let go of control a little bit. Something just not turning out the way we wanted it to, which is one of the hardest things for us as addicts to deal with and cope with. We're really bad at that. That's another area where we will tend to push through and try to force and make things go the way we want, along with that hard work I was talking about earlier. So when something doesn't go your way, just, maybe as an action for the day, as a challenge, maybe try to take a step back and look at it and be like, is it really that bad? Are there really going to be long-term consequences out of this? Is this really such a big deal that you need to be reacting over? Even, and it's a good, it's a great reminder for me right now. I'm sure some of you have noticed this sucker at some points in my videos. Dumb freak accident. I'm going to be fine. Very frustrating to have to wear little finger casts for 6 weeks, but within a year, no, as long as I do my rehab properly and take care of it, no, 6 weeks, it's not going to matter. It will if I don't go about it the right way, but overall, no, within a year, it's not going to matter, and it's a funny story, which I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, so just being able to have that perspective on things and learning to let go a little bit of that sense and control, lighten up a bit about some of these things. I think they're just really good, important tips for us. I know they are for me big time. So that's why I wanted to just mention them and pick this reflection and bring it up and talk about it today. And then this last little quote: laughter is the sun that drives winter from the human face. So, well, maybe old Victor Hugo didn't live in Canada and understand how beautiful winters can be here. I'm just poking at him for fun. I see him lightening up. Look at me go. But it's just a nice little perspective. Just that thought of just imagining that. Just a little mindfulness. Just imagining sun, warmth on your face, brightening you up, lightening you up in the day. It's just a nice feeling. It's a nice little quick moment of a guided visualization there, which is really nice. So, yeah, I think we're just going to be short and sweet on this one today. But yeah, lighten up. Good little reminders. I hope you resonated with this reflection. So please, down in the comments, throw down what stood out for you in this reflection. What did you like? How are you lightening up in your recovery? What's a good reminder for you, or a recent lesson you've learned about lightening up? Please throw it down there. We'd love to hear it. That share could really help somebody else, and it's great input, and that's the whole point of all of this, okay? Check out in the description. We've got some other free resources for you, ways that Spotlight Recovery can support you through recovery coaching videos, a podcast, blog. We just want to load this thing up with free content, and it's all connected on our website. And I do private recovery coaching with folks, so if you're looking for some more guidance and help on how to lighten up, this is standing out for you, but you want some more support around it, then reach out to me. My contact's in the description as well. Would love to chat with you and see if there's a way I can help you lighten up in your recovery a little bit. And then last are other ways to support the channel. You can get yourself some great branded merch. Like I was mentioning earlier, I'm going to do a Let Go and Laugh shirt. I think that's going to happen. So stay tuned and check out the link for when that's up there. And you can donate and become a member. All these things really help us out a lot. So check them all out. But in the meantime, thank you for stopping by and enjoying the video today. I hope you have a nice lightened up day in your recovery, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.